qualify for answers from God. But your prayer service qualify your reward. Put it another way. You pray very well. It is entitles you to bread. You pray in service. You serve God in praying. It entitles you to a bakery. You pray to God very well. It gives you money to handle what you're asking for. You serve God in the place of prayer. It entitles you to his employment, where you can always generate the money for every other need that will show up. Sign up. Sign up. Don't wait for somebody to encourage you. Look for opportunity to be planted. Let's join this train of people that are serving God in our various assembly. Let it be not by show of face, like I said before, but let it be when God himself looks down in your where he has placed you and is looking for people that are serving him. He will not count 3 persons without counting you. Service, we have heard in this house, service is not always about showing. Ministry is not always about holding mic. Elisha's service to God, that God accepted as service, that God recorded in the scripture as service, was to pour water on the hand of Elijah. And he's doing ministry, just like Elijah is doing his own. Your service to God might be to do that thing that looks the most discouraging, the most ignoble, one that anybody is not valuing, one that looks it is undignifying for your person. But God is watching it. God is watching it. God is watching it. So as I begin to round up, because the message has been passed already, nobody checks the seed planted in the soil. Nobody, no wise farmer, check the seed that is planted in the soil. Why? At that point, the seed is paying the price for his glorification. Don't get bothered if they are not checking on you for serving God. Don't get bothered when they say that your own is too much serving God. You are paying the price for glorification. Keep at it. Pastor Tosi told me one day, during his period of challenges, of no money, struggling everywhere, he said one day, miraculously, God provided for him 15,000 naira. But God dropped in his heart, my church. So you know what he did? He didn't tell his wife. He took the 15,000 naira and used it to buy sand that the church needed. And he told them to go and pour the sand in church. A life sold out to God. Why will he not enjoy it? When it's time for the plant to grow, it grows. Nothing stops it. When the wife got to church, she said, who put the sand here? We sold it. I'm the one. Instead that for you to give me to do this, okay, what are we going to do now? We cannot eat the sand. Madam, forget about this one. This one is done already. A life of dedication. A life sold out to God. No wonder is enjoying it now. And every one of them is enjoying it. So they may not check on you. You are paying the price. Keep at it. Keep at it. But the good news is that we are even in a year of reward. The good news is that even in a year that God wants to reward service. A consolidated year. It has not left my head. A year that looks like a 5 years in one. What else should I do to make me get that than for me to get sold out and dedicated to his service? Whether I am encouraged, whether they are checking on me or not. I ran down by bringing 3 cautions. 2 cautions and 1 word for everyone serving God in whatever capacity. The first one that we know, what we have said this morning, is that this life of being planted is a life that calls for patience as you are getting planted. Patience. Patience. We read this morning in Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Say, looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. Having seen the glory, he despised the shame. He has seen the glory. He has his eye on the finish line. So he chose to stay. Be patient. See, it is not the day. See, when you plant some seed, some of them in 3 days they will grow. Some of them in 3 months they are already ready for eating. You cannot compare. My child in their agri class term, they said they should plant something. So she planted beans. The beans is already growing. If you plant cocoa, by now you may not even see anything yet. See, what God wants to do with your life, don't compare with, maybe the one that is discouraging you, maybe it's a vegetable life destiny. And because it's growing, you say, but I am doing the same thing. And yet God has given you a cocoa type of life. The one that when it starts growing, it grows for life. A palm tree kind of life. The one that all aspect of his life is relevant. Stay there. See, when you are planted, you may be facing it. It's touching you. Keep at it. Keep at it. Keep at it. Patience. Patience. The kind of product you expect, you take, determine how far, how long the seed goes on earth and gets time to get to maturity. So when it is taking time without harvest, when your planting is taking time and you are not seeing harvest, stay there. God is aware. He knows they are mocking you. He knows they are making jest of you. He knows they are talking ill about you. Stay there. I have seen few challenges in life, few. But I stayed in my service to God. It has always gotten better. But I serve him with the idea that even if it does not work, I'm sold out. But the good news is that he has always shown up for me. He checks your heart if you have an alternative. And if you can assure that you don't have an alternative, he comes up for you. So God is aware. God is aware. The caution number 2 is for those that does not know how to curb their mouth against people that are serving God. Caution. Caution. Please help me, media, in Message translation, Malachi chapter 3. Caution. You are part of the people that will say, look at them. Look at what is he doing. Look at the shoe. Look at the clothes. But he's serving God. You know, for information, you see, serving God sometimes even takes your eyes away from some of those things. You can't find it. You can't see it. It was my wife in maybe doing one few days ago that stopped me from wearing some shoes I wear. I don't care. I just look for what I have. I am serving God because I know one day there will be plenty and I will not even know the one to wear. So you cannot discourage me. I am planted. I have seen that it's a plantation that is ahead of me. So I am not discouraged. Whatever you are saying, I'm not discouraged. You are a vegetable kind of life. I am not discouraged. Just wait. Let me finish the dying process. It will show. Malachi chapter 3. Can you help me? Message translation. Beware of talking down of people that are serving God. Please, verse 13. It was verse 12 that we used to pray yesterday. Let me quickly shift in. We prayed that verse 12 in Message translation talked about God making us a happy nation. You remember? But let me quickly tell you, because it would be wrong for me not to tell you one of the conditions that is important there. The condition that was ahead of that place was a condition of living a giving life. Some of us, we are too stingy to God. Stingy. Your money is your money, not like you've known. We've not collected one single offering. I don't know how it happens. One single offering. So it's not about your offering. It's a privilege to give. You go and listen to them on the social media, you run your life down. Like I read that somebody say, okay, you that you are saying that tithe is scam. Leave us that we are paying it. Leave it. I am happy with this scam. This scam is working for me. See, you want to see happiness, you want to see joy. Be a giver. Be a giver. Be a giver. Not because we are interested in your money. It is about your life. Be a giver. Give to his work. Give to a business. There is nobody that cannot give at your position, at your status, at how low you think you are. There is nobody that cannot give. You want to see flourishing in 2025, you must be a giver, a sacrificial giver. Give to his work. Give to his prophet. Do they need your money? No. Okay, you want to prove that they need, don't give anything. And see, look around. If you were here last year, look around. A lot of changes. If you don't do it, God will raise men that will do it. Especially when God has washed the heart of men. Men that can undo kingdom. You know the reason why some people will not grow in their financial capacity. They don't have the capacity to undo kingdom finance. So God just give them the small one that can use to feed their family and their children. Be a giver. Let God seize your heart and says that if this thing comes to my hand. Some people are saying, God, try me first. But tithe, 100,000, you have to pay 10,000 tithe. This one is too much. Oh. I have not bought the clothes for my children. I have not even paid school fees. And January is a long month. And now see how much rice is. See. And you are saying, God, try me. You that you cannot pay 10,000 naira. Will you pay 100,000, 1 million? You will not pay it. You say, 100,000. Be a giver. We've not been saying it, but I think in 2025, I will say it. So that if you are not prospering, it is you. I have told you. The way to prosper, the way to flourish, one key thing that must be done is to be a giver. Verse 13 now, let's go. God says, you have spoken hard. You know some of us are speaking hard to God. God says, you have spoken hard, rude words to me. Some of us listening to me, online and offline. You have spoken rude words to God. The same God you are crying to help you. Imagine me come to your space and just talk anyhow to you and embarrass you. Your friends are there, your family are there. I just talk anyhow to you. Get out. You, as you I talk anyhow to you. And then tomorrow, I came back to you and say, please, I need this money to buy this thing. What will you do? God says you have spoken hard. Rude word. Now, how? You want to wonder that how? Let's see verse 14. When you said it doesn't pay to serve God. When you say that people that are doing it are wasting their time. When you stay in the middle of your house with your wife and what you are discussing is that can't you see how that brother is just all the time is the one. He doesn't have work. When you say it doesn't really pay, you are saying it confidentially. But you are really inferring that this serving God thing is a scam. You say, what have I gotten out of this? I have been serving God. What have I gotten, or what have they gotten out of it? When we did what he said and went around with long faces, serious about God of the angels army, what difference did he make? When pastor you are speaking rudely
to me. When you sow the seed in sacrifice to God with expectation of something and you did not see it, and you said, really, what have I done? God said, you have spoken rude words. You said, those who take their life into their own hands are the lucky ones. You say, these people that are not serving God are getting better, or they are better. They are the lucky ones. They break all the rules. That's why you see them, they misbehave. They steal in the same office. They use that opportunity. You have the opportunity, you are not using it. They steal and they are buying better cars. In your own face, they are living a good life. You say these people are better, and you are saying it either from your mouth or from your heart. God is hearing. You say they break all the rules and get ahead anyway. Please go back to 15, sir. Verse 15, sir. They push God to the limits and they get by with it. They misbehave a lot, yet nothing happened to them. When you get to the company of those people that are in that point, you are speaking rude and shocking one to God. You may never get his attention. See, if you see somebody serving God and you think he's not paying the person, it's not your business. Keep quiet. It's not your business. If you think I am serving God and he's not paying me, I did not come to play to you. Leave me. Leave me at the altar with my Father. But don't use your mouth to say it. Don't let it come. Fight. See, cover your heart this year. Make sure nothing comes in your heart against people that are serving God. Because some of us are ready to serve God in 2025. Ready to go all the way. And finally, let's go to verse 16 of that same place. The same is to encourage everyone serving God. Your year of reward has come. Everyone planted, and we choose to be planted. But what happened? The Bible says, then those whose life honored God, they got together and talked it over. God saw what they were doing. And God is seeing what you are doing. He's seeing your service. And he's listening. Look at what happened. A book was opened in God's presence. And minutes were taken of the meeting. With the name of God's fearers written down. With the name of people that are serving God planted written down. Hey! When God comes to the space he has placed you in,